As Teenage had played, police reinforcements were called in. They came in by land and by boat and on horseback. They broke out the riot gear. People tried to swim for it, but were scooped out of the water by the Marine unit. Those who stayed on dry land elected to fight. The confrontation went on for 3 long hours. Fans were beaten, 10 police officers were hurt, at least 1 cop car was destroyed, and 24 people were arrested. And rock concerts, all rock concerts, were banned from the Ontario Place Forum for years. Like I said, legendary. Coming next, a review of 1981.
More of the secret history of rock coming up. Back to the secret history of rock with Alan Cross.
Every show I like to take a look at a particular year, and this time it's 1981's turn. Let's see what happened then. Well, on July 21st, the first DeLorean sports car rolled off the assembly line in Northern Ireland. The cars look cool with their stainless steel bodies, but as sports cars go, they were underpowered pigs that took corners about as well as a cow. 0 to 60 in 10.5 seconds? Are you kidding me? Oh, here's the secret. In Back to the Future, the sound people overdubbed the sounds of a proper V8 engine because the actual engine in the DeLorean sucked. It sounded awful. No wonder it needed 1.21 gigawatts. 1981 was when Ronald Reagan was shot by John Hinckley Jr. He's not out yet, but he does get time away from the mental health home. Pope John Paul II was shot too, which ushered in the era of the bulletproof Popemobile. And still with assassinations, Mark David Chapman was finally sentenced. He got 20 years for killing John Lennon the previous December. He's still in jail. The first Boeing 767 went into service, and the first space shuttle took off. That was Columbia. As for music, I already mentioned MTV's debut. U2 appeared on North American TV for the first time with a spot on The Tomorrow Show with Tom Snyder. One of the biggest hit singles of 1981 was Stars on 45. And if you're too young to remember Stars on 45, just consider yourself very lucky. Oh, I remember this. The British recording industry launched a campaign against people who dared tape their vinyl albums onto cassette for use in their Walkmans and cars. The name of the campaign was Home Taping is Killing Music. That sound familiar? 1981 was when Anthrax, the Bangles, 5440, Metallica, Motley Crue, Sonic Youth, and Front 242 were formed. The Bay City Rollers, the Knack, Generation X, and Steely Dan all called it quits. And Paul McCartney also formally put an end to Wings. And in August 1981, Simple Minds released a record called Suns and Fascination, which kind of confused some people because the UK version had 8 songs, while the Canadian one had 10. That's because our version had a couple of tracks from a separate record called Sister Feelings Call. Over the years, there were a bunch of derivations of Suns and Fascination, but it's just too much trouble to explain everything here. If you want to see it, that's why God invented Wikipedia. All we really have to do is remember this song and how it was a major North American breakthrough for the band. And I still just love this bass line.